I think that the Labour Party in the last 7 months, since Peter Obi decamped from the PDP to join them, has done an absolutely amazing job, trying to get people on their side. What are their chances? Sadly, I can't sit here now and tell you that this is Party A who is going to win this election or Party B, because I think that the election is too close to call. The Labour Party, for me, has got great chances, especially in urban centers. In places where you have middle-educated, upward mobile moving young Nigerians, I think they will do well. For example, if you go to Sokoto, for example, the state capital, Sokoto, you most likely think that you have those kind of persons there. If you go to a place like Benue, Makurdi, even though the LP has done great in Benue, but so Benue might not necessarily be a great example to use. I'm trying to think of let's say Osun, for example. You most likely get most Labour Party voters in the capital, Osogbo. But when you go to the hinterlands, when you go to those villages that possibly do not have internet, or possibly do not have access to radio, or possibly do not have DSTV in their homes, that for me is the areas I think that the Labour Party would have some little issues. But that's not to say that they themselves know.
Okay,
Peter Obi and co, they know. And there's something people have criticized him for doing it, but I think it's a smart move. Here's what he's tried to do. If you go up north, what he's tried to do is, when he visits those states, apart from the capital, he goes to areas he believes or thinks that he's got tendency to win. Example, Gombe. Now, a lot of persons do not know that up north, not every northern state is Muslim dominated.
True.
There are a lot of northern states that have maybe not almost equal proportion, but something close. Gombe South, for example, is mainly dominated by the Christian folks. You have about 40% Christians in Gombe. Same thing in Adamawa. In fact, in Taraba, you have over 70%.
Taraba is more.
Exactly. You have what Peter Obi has tried
Plateau,
to do, exactly, Plateau, Benue. What Peter Obi has tried to do is go to these areas that ideally the traditional Nigerian politician does not go to. I heard him the other day talking about how he was told by the military not to go to Borno South, where he had lots of terrorist issues, but he went. Now, not a lot of the traditional Nigerian politicians, the APC and the PDP people, like going to these places, because here could be the reason. To a large extent, the Muslim Christian North, the northern part of the Christian communities in the north, to a large extent, do not like to vote, do not come out to vote. So that's why it feels like their Muslim brothers dominate them. Is that going to change in 2023? We don't know. But the Labour Party and Peter Obi has tried to reach out to these communities that traditionally Nigerian politicians don't go. Sheriff, if those communities come out to vote, then the Labour Party has a great chance. Whether they win or not, I can't say.
It's another story.